Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Red, up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, again, they go with Armstead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Armstead. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 49ers 6-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky. Woo.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, team six. Team six.
Now Allen. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On play action, Allen trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to look deep down the field. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trubisky will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
57 is the mic. 57. Hey, box truck. I'm coming. Regular. Half. 57. Mike, 57.
Allen will try again on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike's 57's right. Here we go.
Now Allen to throw on third down. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of pressure. Comes, and Trubisky goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, echo. Mike, 55. Where's that?
Allen. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I got you. I got you.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
It's now 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hey, exit. Mike 40, Mike 40.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, home.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
I got you, boy.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Stop.
Hey, orbit.
Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run it with Armstead. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Let's go. Watch twitch.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Allen now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. 3 bucks.
to the air. Allen. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be like making sure you're taking care. You throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Allen going to go on fourth down. Open man is heard. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now Armstead. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Get off the field, D. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You're trash, you're trash. Alert flare, flare.
18.
Slam.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Half 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. On first down, here's Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Here we go.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us.